Remember that light bulb moment when you finally understood something? Well, prepare for a whole string of them. We're about to make you the brightest bulb in the box when it comes to lighting knowledge. From the satisfying pop of a dying incandescent to the silent efficiency of LEDs. We'll explore how these everyday objects shape our world. Subscribe now and switch on some serious learning. From sand to shine. Ever wonder what your light bulb's life story is? Well, grab a seat because we're about to shine some light on this illuminating tale. Picture this, a huge furnace, bigger than your living room, ready to cook up some glass. But hold on, we're not just tossing in any old ingredients. Sure, we've got our trusty sand, soda ash, and lime, the usual suspects. But there's a secret ingredient that will blow your mind. Any guesses? It's recycled light bulbs. Yep, you heard that right. These old bulbs are like the secret sauce that make everything melt faster and saves energy. How cool is that? Now, let's talk heat. This isn't your average kitchen oven we're dealing with. This furnace cranks up to a whopping 1600 degrees Celsius. That's hotter than lava, folks. Can you imagine the sizzle when all those ingredients hit the heat? It's like the world's most extreme cooking show. But wait, there's more. Once we've got our molten glass soup, the real magic begins. Machines swoop in like glass-blowing ninjas, puffing air into the gooey mixture to create those familiar bulb shapes we all know and love. It's like watching a glass bubblegum contest, but way cooler. Just when you think it can't get any more fascinating, these newborn bulbs take a quick dip through a gas flame. But don't worry, they're not getting burned, they're getting beautified. This 7-second flame bath gives them that smooth, polished look. It's like a spa treatment for baby bulbs. Now, here's the million-dollar question. How many bulbs do you think these factories can churn out in an hour? Go on, take a wild guess. Whatever number you're thinking, I bet it's not even close. Ready for this? It's over 50,000 bulbs per hour. That's right, these factories are popping out bulbs faster than your microwave pops popcorn. Mind blown. But we're not done yet. These glass wonders still need to get prepped for their big debut. The glass tubes get a precision haircut to the perfect length, and then their ends get a little flare. Why? Well, they need to make room for the star of the show, the electrical bits that make them shine. Tungsten's tango with electricity. You thought 1600 degrees was hot? Oh boy, you ain't seen nothing yet. We're about to crank it up to 11 with a material so tough it laughs in the face of those temperatures. Ready to meet the real rock star of the lighting world? Say hello to tungsten, the superhero of the incandescent light bulb. This metal is like the Chuck Norris of elements. It can take the heat and keep on ticking. But here's the kicker. Tungsten doesn't just handle the heat, it thrives in it. When we pump up the temperature to a whopping 2200 degrees Celsius, that's when the magic happens. Our tungsten friend starts to glow like a superstar on stage, giving that warm, cozy light we all know and love. But hold up, there's a plot twist. Tungsten's got a mortal enemy, and its name is oxygen. These two can't be in the same room together without causing a ruckus. If oxygen crashes tungsten's party, it's game over. Our poor filament would go up in smoke faster than you can say lights out. So how do we keep these sworn enemies apart? That's where light bulbs come in. It's like a VIP room for tungsten, keeping all the riffraff, aka oxygen, out. But wait, there's more. We don't just leave tungsten all alone in there. Oh no, we give it a cool bodyguard, argon gas. This inert gas is like a protective bubble around tungsten, slowing down its natural tendency to, well, evaporate. Yep, you heard that right. Even tough guys like tungsten can't resist the urge to vaporize when things get too hot. Now let's talk about tungsten's support crew. Those tiny wires you see inside the bulb? They're not just for show. These copper and nickel lead wires are the real MVPs, holding our tungsten star in place and making sure it's connected to the electricity source. They are like the roadies of the light bulb world. Not in the spotlight, but absolutely crucial to the show. But here's the kicker. Even with all this TLC, our tungsten superstar has a pretty short career. The average incandescent bulb only lasts between 200 to 750 hours before it burns out. That's like a rock star who can only perform a few weeks before retiring. Now, imagine trying to set up this elaborate show not just once, but thousands of times an hour. That's exactly what happens in a light bulb factory. They've got machines that can hook up to these filaments faster than you can flick a light switch. It's like watching the world's tiniest, most precise dance troupe in action. Tiny lights, big impact. Alright folks, hold on to your hats because we're about to dive into the dazzling world of LEDs. Remember those tiny dancers we saw in the incandescent bulb factory? Well, they're about to be outshined by a whole new cast of characters. Ever wonder how a light can be smaller than a grain of rice, yet bright enough to light up a whole room? Get ready to have your mind blown. Let's step into the LED factory where the magic happens. But wait, where are the massive furnaces and intricate glass-blowing machines? Nope, none of that here. Instead, we are greeted by an army of robots smaller than your fingernail. Those little guys are the real stars of the show, working with laser precision to place tiny LED chips. It's like watching the world's tiniest, most high-tech dance troupe in action. Now you might be thinking, what's the big deal? Are LEDs just for fancy Christmas lights? Oh boy, are you in for a surprise. These little powerhouses are taking over the lighting world faster than you can say energy efficiency. And speaking of efficiency, LEDs make those old school bulbs look like total energy hogs. It's like comparing a sipping bird to a thirsty elephant. But how do these tiny wonders work? Well, buckle up, because we're about to get a little sciencey. LEDs are made from something called semiconductors. I know, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but stick with me here. These semiconductors are created using materials like gallium nitride or silicon carbide. They are deposited onto a substrate through a process that sounds like it came straight out of a chemistry textbook. Metal organic chemical vapor deposition. Try saying that 5 times fast. Here's where it gets really cool. To make these LEDs light up, they need to go through a process called doping. No, not that kind of doping. This is where they introduce specific impurities into the semiconductor layers. It's like giving the LEDs its own special superpower, determining how efficient it is and what color light it'll produce. But hold on, there's a plot twist. These super efficient little lights have a secret weakness. Can you guess what it is? Drum roll, please. It's heat. Yep, too much heat and these little guys go kaput faster than ice cream on a hot summer day. That's why LED bulbs need special cooling designs, like heat sinks, to keep them from burning out. Now, let's talk about how these tiny titans are changing the world. Did you know back in 2015, only 4% of households were using LEDs? Fast forward to 2020 and bam! Nearly 50% of homes had jumped on the LED bandwagon. That's faster than you can say energy savings. The future of lighting. Hold on to your light switches, folks, because the future of lighting is about to blow your mind. Remember when we thought LEDs were the coolest thing since sliced bread? Well, they're about to look like a candle next to a fireworks show. Get ready for smart bulbs that are so clever, they might just outsmart your cat. Imagine this, you walk into your living room, and the lights know you're there. They dim just the way you like, change to your favorite color, and even sync up with your TV for the ultimate movie night experience. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? Well, pinch yourself, because this isn't a dream. It's the bright reality of smart LEDs. These brainy bulbs are taking over faster than you can say, "Let there be light." By 2025, more than 60% of light bulbs sold will be smart LEDs. That's right, in just a few years, most of us will be living in homes that are smarter than some people I went to school with. Well, what makes these bulbs so special? Well, they're not just about looking pretty, although they do that too. These smart little helpers can actually make your life better. They can help you save energy by turning off when you're not around, set the perfect mood for your date night, wink wink, and even help you catch some better Z's by adjusting their color and brightness to match your body's natural sleep cycle. It's like having a personal lighting assistant that never takes a day off. And get this, you can control these smart bulbs from your phone. Forget to turn off the lights before leaving for vacation? No problem. Just whip out your phone and boom, lights off, vacation mode on. It's like having a magic wand in your pocket, except it's way cooler because it's real. But hold on to your hats, because we're not done yet. The lighting industry is cooking up even more mind-blowing stuff. They're working on something called dynamic tunability and wireless modular lighting systems. I don't know about you, but that sounds like something straight out of a superhero movie. Can you believe how far we've come in the world of lighting? From simple sand to smart bulbs that talk to your phone, it's like we're living in a sci-fi movie. But here's the really cool part. Switching to LEDs isn't just about looking fancy. It's like giving Mother Earth a big hug while saving some cash too. They're not just easier on your wallet, but they're also kinder to our planet. It's like a win-win situation. And get this, you can even control these smart lights from your phone. Imagine turning off the lights while you're chilling on the beach. How awesome is that? So next time you flip that switch, remember, you're not just turning on a light. You're part of a super cool, bright revolution. Are you ready to see the whole world in a whole new light? Then make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the like button.